Welcome back to the Thrift Store Rundown, doing Disney on a budget. What do you wish for upon a star shooting in the night sky? Popularity? Style? Love? An uber fancy sports car at the very least? Those are just some of the 16 wishes that dear sweet Abby has had on her list for whenever her sweet 16 finally came around. At the stroke of midnight, all of those wishes will come true, some with unimaginable consequences, thus forming the basis of 16 Wishes picked up on DVD from Image Entertainment for $1.49. This 90-minute G-rated unofficial Disney Channel original movie, unofficial meaning that it wasn't marketed as such when it first premiered in the States, yet it was in some other parts of the world, co-stars Debby Ryan of The Sweet Life on Deck, and from ABC Family's Kyle XY, Jean-Luc Bilodeau as Abby's best friend Jay. This is a film about being careful what you wish for. When your wildest wishes come true, look out! Abby has been dreaming about her sweet 16 since she was a little girl, but it starts out anything but sweet. Then she receives a box of mysteriously magical birthday candles, a la 16 Candles. Too bad Molly Ringwald wasn't a fairy in this film to offer some guidance. That fairy would have to be Celeste, played by Anna Mae Rutledge. Nevertheless, suddenly, Abby's every wish is instantly granted. The cherry red sports car, the way cool clothes, the uber popularity at school. But when Abby makes a wish that turns a perfect new life upside down, she and her best friend Jay have just one chance to make things right. And to learn, you have to be careful what you wish for. All wishes are granted again under the powers of Fairy Celeste, who warns Abby that by the stroke of midnight, every wish she makes will be made permanent. If she doesn't rectify her mistakes soon, then her life may never again be as sweet as it once was. Get it? Sweet life? Because one of those wishes has dramatic repercussions. The wish to be treated like an adult. How does that fare out for her? Well, you'll see when you pop in this film. I have to say, if writer Andy DeYoung added in an MTV My Super Sweet 16 parody and worked from that framework, this would be even more livelier than it already was. Having said that, it's 90 minutes of harmless fluff that isn't really my thing, but hey, if you were a Deborah alien, more power to you. Like you, I once was a Deborah alien in a previous life, and this was during the Jessie days. Remember, we reviewed the Jessie New Natty book last week. This was during the Jessie days, not the Sweet Life on Deck days. One of my 16 wishes during that era was to have her notice me on Twitter, or Facebook, or YouTube, back when she had her YouTube, the Debby Ryan Official. Also the same as the Twitter, I think. In November of 2014 or 2015, that wish was granted when she followed me on Twitter. That was a Christmas miracle. Nowadays, that's all but history. History I look back upon with great fondness, just as you're most likely to look back upon this with great fondness if her 16th birthday was in any way reminiscent of yours. Chances are, it wasn't, even if you had Molly Ringwald as your fairy godmother. I still give this 4 out of 5 claps, and I'm being very generous. Once again, it's 90 minutes. It's not gonna make or break your Disney DVD collection, or your Debby Ryan DVD collection, howbeit however small that may be. They say no request is too extreme when you wish upon a star, but if you're Abby, here's one piece of advice. Maybe you might want to tone down those requests a little bit, because you can't rush your childhood, you can't rush your teen years, and you can't rush adulthood. To borrow a line from a different 16, you gotta make the good times last. That'll do it for this edition of Disney Deals. We'll have more next week, and we'll finish up the Debby Ryan trifecta with Radio Rebel. Also on the Romero Roundup, David pays a visit to one of the most underrated rebels of rock. Until then, thanks for watching, and remember, wishes and dreams do come true, one and the same, on the flip side. And if you're like Abby, please wish responsibly.